Hi, my name is Giftings, and this is me again. Your leadership definition is your rarity. It is your unique style of personal or organizational leadership through life. You cannot fake it because you created it, you permitted it. In this video, I want to talk to you about your unique style of leadership. Your difference or your uniqueness is in your definition. And every definition in life, be it product or a person, often comes with a purpose in mind. And the way you define yourself or leadership determines your life experience, whether you understand it or not. If you choose to create a thing, anything, it becomes an element of your own personal leadership definition, your story, or maybe call it your result. This is so because no two persons have the same definitions in life and in work. We each and individually have a unique leadership definitions that separates us from one another or from each other. And so this definition or this difference may be as a result of timing, maybe your life experience, maybe as a result of your relationship, or maybe as a result of your immediate environment. However be the case, your definition is shaped by these factors. Now, aside these factors, there are two key determinants that separates you from every other person in life and in the workplace. Let me give them to you. Number one, the way you reason and interact with everything around you. And number two, why you do the things that you do. So let's talk about this a little bit. Number one, the way you reason and interact with your environment determines how you perceive and interpret it. If you perceive your environment fairly and wisely, you almost see it clearly and get back in return what you see. And so this is important. So important because if you interpret your environment with the right sense of mind, you are more bound to invite growth and increase or release great leadership potential. Or you could possibly limit yourself. So how you reason and interact with your environment goes a long way to determine and shape your leadership uniqueness. Why we do the things we do. Now, we each and individually have the creative power to choose what we want to bring to life or what we want to experience in life. If you are mindful of yourself, if you are mindful or aware of yourself and your creative power to create your own reality, then you will discover that there is really nothing we do in life without a because or a motive. But if you are not aware or mindful of your creative power to create your own reality, you are more tended to start criticizing, blaming, and shifting blames around everything within your environment, mostly, but not yourself. You don't blame yourself because you never see it, because you're not aware, because you ignore yourself. And that suffocates your differentiation. And so, if you are a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur or a professional, maybe a student or a working class, understanding your unique difference implies that you are aware of your natural tendencies. Your thoughts, feelings, and the behaviors that reveal your capabilities relative to your environment and how this environment impacts your growth behavior and performance into the future. And so this is my point. Your leadership definition or difference is not something you lost. Neither is it something you have to create. It is inherently you, and it will always be you. It's more like a shadow. If you walk in the dark, you lose sight of it. But if you choose to walk in the light, it presents itself. And so it is with your difference. It is because everything in life is for a purpose, and you have a purpose, and purpose defines your definition. Remember, your difference or your definition of leadership is not something you lost. Neither is it something you have to create. But it is covered up in wrong thinking. So if you are going to uncover your difference in the marketplace, in your workplace, in your life, or in your relationship, you have to find the right information. That's core, the right instruction. And therefore it means you have to seek to elevate your perspective and begin to walk on a new sphere of intelligence so as to help you make it into the future successfully. That is it. My name is Giftings. Stay safe.